And Jeff was right. I didn't start. Today is 73 days that I've been home. And I didn't start this journey, or I didn't make up a notion all of a sudden on August 15th when I was released that suddenly I was going to be engaged in the community. I've been dreaming this stuff for years. I've been studying the issue for years. Mass incarceration, poor funded public defender systems, all the ill treatments of prisoners' rights, and all of that type of stuff I'm acutely aware of, and to many extents qualified. So next, just last week I was in New York at the Vera Institute, one of the biggest organizations in the country that pushes for criminal justice reform. So I'm out further my education. So I'm out further networking, taking this information and exchanging these resources and networking, bringing it back to the Beehive, because I consider myself a Miss family member. Next week I'll be out in Berkeley, California, speaking on the issue of mass incarceration and really breaking down some of the elements that created in the first place a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10-step process of how we can start what she said, how can we fix it, or what action plan needs to be taken. We don't just want to talk about it, we want to be about it. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. I feel like Miss helped me get here with your love, with your support, with your kindness, with your cards. I remember you. I may just now be seeing your face, but I remember your handwriting on that letter that you wrote, that card that you kept me inspired and you kept me encouraged. I could have stopped quick, gave up, gave in, but I didn't, because you didn't stop quick, give up, and give in. I love you guys. I love you. I don't have to know you. I just love you. I love you because you are my brothers and my sisters of this community. Listen, something about 10 years, a decade of doing this work, the obstacles. If you had obstacles since you've been involved in this, or if you had obstacles in your life, raise your hand. Let me see it. If you know what struggle and challenge and difficulty look like, and you in this room, let me see your hand. All right. If you subscribe to the ideal of being resilient or recognize the power and potency of the word, raise your hand. Come on now. Just yesterday, I did a soft launch of a speaking tour I'm about to go on called I Am Resilience. And it is because I recognize that it's not that I haven't been through something, it's that I have been through something, and yet I'm still able to stand here before you today, walk on these 2 feet, smile, have a beautiful spirit. I left bitterness behind. I've embraced to be better. I decided to be better, and that comes from a spirit of resilience. But as I begin to crisscross this country and advocate on the behalf and be the voice, as my brother Daryl Burton liked to say, be the voice for those who are voiceless, as you have. I'm just carrying the torch, just passing the baton. But I plan on speaking about the spirit of resilience. And share my story, but share it in a way where it's not just personal, where it's not just about me, where it's about all of our resilience. See, some of you came in the room today and maybe you already recognize that you too are resilient. I suspect some of you may be leaving this auditorium today discovering that you too can be resilient. Because mine was a wrongful incarceration. Yours could be something different. But if you came out today, if you got that walk in front of you and you came out today, I heard the sister come up here and share their testimony. If you went through troubled waters and you still here today, you too are resilient. So I want people to understand that we all share a commonality of resilience, and that we all embrace this notion that something needs to be done with our criminal justice system. I'm going to marry the two and hopefully energize people to actually go into action and do something about it. When I first came home, we had, a week later, we had a congratulation thing at UMKC. And I immediately handed out a platform, kind of like a president or a mayor. I might be the next mayor, you never know. No, I'm just kidding. But I handed out a platform of what the issues are and what we can do. That was like 7 days out. I'm 73 days out. Imagine what it's going to be like 7 months out, 7 years out. I won't stop. I can't stop. Together we'll do it. I know we can do it. You can reach out. I'm reachable. If there's something you need, I may not be, and just being real, I may not be at the every 2 week Saturday meetings. But you can call me, you can email me, you can say, hey, I need your energy here, and I'll do my best to be there. I love the beautiful protests, Sister Latara and Miss. You brought me a pre-release justice. See, Judge Darren Atkins gave me a post-release justice because he signed that order. But Amy McGowan was still in action. She was still in action and she was still on the move. And I have to be honest, that bothered me. That bothered me because Byron Case's mother is here today. She ruined this life. She ruined Keith Corn's life. She ruined so many lives and was still active. She was still active doing it. So when I was able to see how Miss was able to come together, partner with KC Freedom Project, how you beautiful people, it did not impact you. How many people went and had no dog in the fight? How many knew about it but had no dog in the fight, but you went anyway? And we ran that dog out of office, didn't we? We ran that dog, and you know, the public said it, but we ran that dog out of office. She done dogged us. Anytime I sit across my daughters and watch them cry because their daddy wasn't there, anytime I struggle with learning technology, anytime I wake up and have difficulties, because I have some difficulties reintegrating. You did this to me, Amy McGowan. The state of Missouri. And so I had great relief when I received the messages and saw on the news that we ran that dog out. Thank you, Miss Family, for that. Thank you, Latara Smith, for that. So much, so much. I want to end with a piece out of my book, Vivid Expressions. I wrote Vivid Expressions while I was incarcerated, among the plays, movie scripts, and all of that. So I plan to be the next. I can't be the next mayor. I got to be the next Tyler Perry. Look out for that. I'm serious about that. Very serious about that. Step. No. I'm very serious about that. But I want to share with you a piece out of Vivid Expressions, A Journey Inside the Mind of the Innocent. You know, people often used to ask, what is it like to be wrongfully convicted? What goes through your mind? Even if you're just convicted, period. What is it like? We have loved ones in prisons, and sometimes they don't open up, and sometimes we just don't know what it's like. And so I want to share a piece with you today. I wanted to share this with the world so they can kind of get a sense of what it's like. But I also blended it. I blended this book with pieces of things that was going on inside the world too. I learned how to step outside of myself at times. How to step out of my own space or my own environment and to tap into other people's struggles and difficulties and violence that was happening in the community, the mass shootings and all the things that was happening in the community. And this piece I'm about to share with you today is called A Country Lost and Gone Astray. And it reads, looking at the world from my prison cell window pane, the world is feeling pain. Many things have changed. Tragedy is dominating our news while violence has made its way to our schools. Politicians making promises, but they're nothing more than a ruse. Feeling unamused, feeling unenthused, feeling like a refugee who feels like walking in my shoes. Our justice system is a subterfuge. Subterranean deals keep us subject to mass incarceration, black annihilation, false prosecution without reparation. We'd rather face amusement than to face our nation. Amen. With these mass shootings that got me contemplating. We should be conversating, yet we congregating. We should be We should be conversating, yet we congregating. We should be taking action, yet we steady laughing. They say everything isn't as simple as black and white, but that all depends on whether you black or white. They shouldn't have killed Michael Brown, rather wrong or right, nor Eric Gordon or Tamir Rice. Police brutality is finally coming to light. That's why we come in the fight. We gotta stay in the fight. No more being polite. We gotta demand some change. We gotta solidify our demands and stop settling for change. Too many guns on our streets. Too many suicide teens. Too many times have we seen too many broken up dreams. Our babies are dying while our soldiers are dying. Brave, we know they brave, putting it all on the line. Billions being spent on the war that's not ours. They coming home with scars, then we leave them to starve. Homes they barely got, some even sleeping in cars. Have we come a long way or have we gone too far? Terrorism abroad is now in our backyard. Too much is on our plate while we're losing sight of what's at stake. We must go on high alert before we discover it's too late. Destruction is standing at the gate, and if we wait, we won't escape. We just watch it as we're toppling a country lost and gone astray.